I'm going to show you how to make a book weight. What does a book weight do? Well, it does that. It's soft, it's malleable, it's relatively heavy. It keeps the book open without damaging it. We're going to make one with lead shot, and we're going to make one with lentils. Lentils obviously weighs less, so it's a bigger object, but it does the same job. Now, when you buy them online, they're filled with lead shot that is coated. Brass, I think ceramic. You can also get lead shot in stainless steel. You could also use ball bearings, you could use pebbles, you could use glass beads, you could use pea beans, you could use anything you want. Obviously, the heavier it is, the smaller the package, the lighter it is, the lighter the package. It's up to you. So, first thing is lead. Now, all I could get was the uncoated lead, and I didn't want 10 pounds, so lead is perfectly safe as long as you wash your hands afterwards and don't eat it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a plastic bag, and then we're going to put it in a sock. These socks were a pair for $1. So, first we're going to put out in about a pound, which, believe it or not, is not very much. That's probably a pound more or less. Put it here. So now that we have a pound, we're going to squeeze out all the air, seal it up. I'm going to make a little sandwich there, about the width of the sock. Use some packing tape. Sealed up nice and tight so they will not escape. There, fits perfectly. Don't need the whole sock. If you want, you can make 2 by using the upper. For the lower, right now it's a little fuzzier. Now, of course, you could use it as a book weight just as it is in the bag, but this is softer. Doesn't have pointy corners. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the sewing machine in. And I'm going to sew right along the edge. I'm using a dark thread so you can see. Also got a zigzag stitch in there to give us some room. Give. For good measure, we're going to go the other way. It's not like these things are going to escape. There we go. Our book weight now, just to be picky. We're going to do this. Now what's going to happen is this is a jersey material, it's knit, it's going to fray, but since we're never going to wash it, it doesn't matter. That's good and secure. And even then, we've got a bag inside. There. Is our book weight. Now, we're going to do another one just like that, more or less, with lentils, where we do not need the inner bag. And it's going to look like that. Here are our lentils. And here's our sock. And here is a funnel. Canning funnel is best, but if not, just make it as wide as necessary. Do not trim it first. This way madness lies. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like that. And I found if you just hook it over one end, it works just nicely. I'm going to put most of the bag in, not all of the bag. This is about a pound of lentils. I'm going to use 3/4 of it. As I said, you can use any kind of small, pellety kind of objects, as long as they are unbreakable and not pointy at all. I think we're done. There's our bag. Now, while we're working on it, we're going to tie a knot in this end so they do not go the way of the lead shot. Now, make sure they're all down at one end. Exactly the same thing. I'm going to sew zigzag stitch. You can of course do this by hand if you're really in the mood. You can of course buy them. I just draw the line at shipping lead. That sounds wrong. There we go. Yep. Away. Trim off the excess. Cut here, throw that away, and now we have our book weight. It's rather large, but it will suffice. There we go, and that's how you make a book weight.